Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Wednesday, the 2nd of June 2021, where in just a few minutes I tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Sean Aylmer. The S&P ASX 200 hit a new record high today after strong economic growth figures buoyed investors. The S&P ASX 200 finished up 1.1% to close at 7,218 points, its highest peak of the day. The big miners led the way on the back of higher iron ore and thermal coal prices. BHP finished more than 3% higher, while Fortescue Metals and Rio Tinto ended the day up 2%. The oil and gas companies were the big movers, though, as oil prices continued their climb. Santos finished up 6.5%, and Origin Energy closed 5.8% higher. Market leader Woodside Petroleum jumped 4.6%. Inghams Group was the best performer, up more than 6.5%, while engineering group Worley jumped about the same amount after upgrading its profit outlook. The tech stocks were again the worst performers. They've certainly fallen out of favour. Megaport was the single worst performer of the top 200, down 4.7%, and Nanosonics was off 3.5%. There wasn't a lot of corporate news around. Infant milk maker Bubs' share price surged yesterday, up 17%, triggering a question from the ASX about why it jumped so fast. Its response was that it had read the news reports about China changing its family policy from 2 to 3 children, and that would be good for the group, which sells into China. And new week, new offer for citrus grower Vital Harvest. A Macquarie-affiliated fund upped its offer, overbidding Rock, a private equity group. It's the 17th offer for the group, but no one is betting it's the last. It was a huge day in economics. Official growth figures showed that the economy expanded by 1.8% during the March quarter. Private sector investment drove the rise, which was better than most economists had forecast. It was the third successive quarter of strong growth, following the pandemic-induced recession in the beginning of last year. Across the board, the numbers were good. Businesses and households were spending up, even though during the quarter, the federal government pulled back on some subsidies. Sectors to benefit most were hotels and eating out, transport services, and recreation and culture. Spending on food fell relative to a year ago. The Australian economy is in good shape. Global economies are also accelerating as the vaccination rollout continues around the world. Interest rates are low and governments are spending money. No wonder the economy is growing fast. The Aussie dollar is trading at 77.3 US cents, though it spiked sharply at the release of the GDP figures, and at one point headed towards 78 US cents. Oil prices were up again over the past 24 hours, extending their recent run and are trading close to their highest level since October 2018. It was a pretty quiet finish on Wall Street this morning, with all the major indices ending pretty much flat. That's it for the afternoon market report for Wednesday, the 2nd of June 2021. Join me tomorrow morning for the regular edition of Fear and Greed, followed by an interview with EY Chief Economist Joe Masters to chat about today's economic growth figures and where the Australian economy is going next. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.